Hey everybody, it's the Fire Specialist here, bringing you some new kind of content as we discuss the Pokemon Journeys anime. Quick little note, I do like the anime. I'm a big Pokemon anime fan, and hopefully we can start having some discussions about the Pokemon anime here on the channel. So we're going to dive right into it. As you guys probably have known, for about a week or two now, we got some new episodes, some new episode titles actually been released via the TV guides in Japan. And one of them coming up, not this coming up week, but the week following, so a little less than 2 weeks, there's an episode titled, episode 37, I believe, I'm Back Alola, which, following the trend of this new anime series, Pokemon Journeys, it is a region-hopping adventure. They're not just sticking to one. It's not just Galar, it's not just Kanto. They've been visiting all of the regions, and we're finally going back to Alola, which has a very special place in everyone's heart, meaning it is the region that Ash Ketchum, our protagonist, is the champion of. As we've met other champions in the past, they're pretty much figured to be a pretty big deal. So what does this mean for the episode coming up and for the future? Well, in this video, we're going to actually discuss what could be Ash's team for his title defense match after the conclusion of the second Annual Alola League. We know in most other regions, after a Pokemon League has happened, like with Tyson and Hoenn, he goes and battles the Champions League, which is the Elite Four and Champion. Well, in Alola's case, they didn't have that. They had the League, and the winner of the League would be champion. And not only did Ash win the League and become champion, he beat Professor Kukui, who was also the Mask Royale. Meaning he is the undisputed strongest trainer and champion in Alola. So, basically what we're going to figure out is what could his team be? In no way or shape or form am I saying this is guaranteed to be his team. This is just a discussion. This is a theory. So take it with a grain of salt. And also, if you want to, put in the comment section down below, what team of 6 do you think he's going to use against his title defense, whatever you want to call it, in his title defense matchup for the, see if he can keep title champion pretty much. And first thing we're going to discuss is who might be the opponent. So first up here we have Kiawe. Kiawe was a semi-finalist in the first Annual Alola League, losing to Gladion, actually. And making it into basically the top 4. That's what the semi-finals is. He made it into the top 4. He was one of the best, people from the Pokemon class, not counting Ash, of course. Since Gladion wasn't part of the class, he was basically the best of the class, of the Pokemon school. Being an expert in Fire-type Pokemon, I definitely think he could be a good candidate to win the second Alola League. Especially since he didn't get to battle Ash in the actual Alola Pokemon League the first time around. So this would be the Alola League match that we've probably all been waiting for a long time now, and what they missed out on. Second, of course, we have here, it's your boy Guzma, or Guzma, whatever they call him in the anime. Specializing in Bug-type Pokemon, all we really saw from him was Sizzle and Golisopod. But he did have a bit of a change of heart as to what Paul did in Sinnoh. So I think this would be a pretty good idea to maybe get him to actually win the league. And he doesn't want to destroy the league, but I think being Kukui's rival, he's one of the other best trainers there is. He also did make it into the semifinals, top 4, and lost to Ash at that point. I think with his newfound maybe respect and newfound goal, newfound mindset, he would be a great opponent to have a 6-on-6 battle with for the title of League Champion, as he would probably have actually earned that chance and earned that right to challenge Ash for it, to prove that he's not the same as when they first met on the first island. Not Akala, not Pony, not Ula Ula. At the Pokemon School in the very first Melee. There you go. I'm not reading off a script or anything. This is strictly just from me trying to talk. So please excuse me if I seem to stutter over my words a little bit. And the third person I have here is Hao. Interesting theory, since we didn't really get the full battle with him. We got another 1-on-1, and Guzma was 2-on-2. I think Hal would be a good representation of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon's ending, as such as Ash vs. Kukui was a good representation of how Sun and Moon 1 was. At the end of Sun and Moon, you battled Kukui. At the end of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you battled Hal. I think this would be good so we can actually see a great rematch, since Hal was kind of gypped. With the whole Rowlet falling asleep, being declared the winner just for his own grandfather to say, hold on, look at Rowlet again, Nanu, he's not fainted. He rolls over, he's awake, battle continues, and Ash wins. Pretty big upset, honestly, for the Alola champion to go through a match like that in the quarterfinals. But we can finally see the Pikachu versus Alolan Raichu matchup. Maybe a matchup between Rowlet and Decidueye. And we'll get to see some of the other Pokemon on Hal's team, like maybe an Eevee evolution or a Tauros, or whatever Pokemon he had like that in Noivern. Pokemon kind of like that. So next we're going to go ahead and discuss the Pokemon Ash could be choosing. And it might seem obvious, but not really. So let's get jumping into that in just a second. Alright, so this is the team that Ash currently has on hand in Alola. He can probably call Kukui for Rowlet, Lycanroc, Dusk Form, Incineroar, and Melmetal. Now, more than likely, he should have a 6th Pokemon. And because it should be a 6-on-6 championship battle, hopefully not 1-on-1, Ash and Kukui's battle was 6-on-6, this should be 6-on-6 too. He is missing a Pokemon. And unless they pull some shenanigans, which was kind of the case with the original return of this Pokemon, I'm glad that they did do it, so we could have a 6-on-6, not a 5-on-5. But that would be, of course, Naganadel. Naganadel, of course, isn't there. At the end of the Sun and Moon series, the Sun and Moon Saga, Naganadel ended up going back to the Ultra Space. So unless it just senses Pikachu-specific electricity, I don't think Naganadel is going to come back. I think it served its purpose and it did a great job. It would be cool to see Naganadel return, since it's only been in one battle, and it was 2 rounds against Kukui's Lucario and Tapu Koko. But I do believe Naganadel won't be able to come back. So with that said, we of course have Rowlet, Lycanroc, Incineroar, and Melmetal. I would like to eliminate one more of these Pokemon, even though I do think, I have a feeling it probably won't come to this, but I would like to eliminate Rowlet. It's a bottom form Pokemon. Yes, it did good in the league. When the top 16 started, there are 4 rounds to get to the championship, pretty much, to win the title of champion. And out of those 4 rounds, you only had to beat 7 Pokemon. Top 16 was 1-on-1. Top 8 was 1-on-1. Top 4 was 2-on-2. And the top 2, the finals, was 3-on-3. So, Rowlet only had to beat one Pokemon, and that was Decidueye. Along with that, he did use Rowlet, and it did get another win against Kukui, being able to take out Braviary, very surprisingly enough. I didn't think Rowlet was going to get a win in that match, but it did. But I think with Rowlet's whole sleeping gag, we'll probably see that come up one more time, being the fact that maybe before the match, and they're going to the stadium to battle whoever it is, they probably would have revealed it by that point. Rowlet is maybe asleep, so instead of returning it to its Pokeball, Ash could say, you just get some sleep, you've earned the sleep, because maybe he's been training a lot with it over the past episode or something. So then that leaves us with Lycanroc, Dusk, Incineroar, and Melmetal. I would like to touch on Incineroar. Incineroar has to come back. Whether it's in the I'm Back Alola episode to the actual team, since Ash does have a 6th member slot open, which we will get to here in a minute. But Torracat evolved. Why would it evolve if it wasn't going to be used in more battles? If it wasn't going to be used in more battles, it should have stayed a Torracat and been a double KO against Kukui's Incineroar, instead of being declared the winner, evolve, and faint upon evolution. The Pokemon Company and the anime production staff, they do stuff for a reason. Torcat evolving was not just to evolve it into Incineroar. It's got a purpose. And I think it's going to be used. Whether it comes back in Journeys in 2 weeks, or just for the title defense, I don't know yet. None of this has been confirmed. But I do think Lycanroc Dusk, Incineroar, and Melmetal are going to be in that lineup to go with Pikachu. So far we have a team of 4. Pikachu, Lycanroc Dusk, Incineroar, and Melmetal. So that leaves us down to 2 open slots to replace the Sleeping Rowlet and the Ultra Beast Naganadel. Here on screen you see his current lineup of Pokemon as of the making of this video. As of the making of, I believe, episode 35 that's just released yesterday. We got, of course, Pikachu, which is already confirmed to be with the other 3 I've already discussed, along with Dragonite, Gengar, Riolu, and Farfetch. Despite possibly evolving by the time of the title defense second annual Alola League title defense matchup between Ash and whoever that winner is, I don't think it's going to be Farfetch/Surfetched. So that leaves us with 2 spots open between Dragonite, Gengar, and what possibly could be Lucario at that future time, or as of right now, still Riolu. Even though I feel like Lucario could be it, I'll get into that here in a minute, actually. I do think the 2 Pokemon that Ash could bring for that match are Dragonite and Gengar. Dragonite could replace Naganadel's Dragon typing, or it could replace the Poison typing, the Flying typing of Rowlet. So then you have your 5th member, Dragonite, which we already know is a powerhouse and has Dragon Dance and Hyper Beam. And could be a little reference to Lance being the champion with the Dragonite. And last up, his one and only Ghost type, and already proved to be a powerhouse in the matchup against Viscus, the stand-in electric type Vermilion City substitute gym leader. With how good it was able to beat that person's Raichu. It's Gengar. It can replace the poison typing of Naganadel. So you have your typings there still from Rowlet and Naganadel being Dragon, Poison, and Flying. The only thing Ash really adds is Ghost, and that's great. Honestly, if you can add more diversity, then that's great. So, in conclusion, as you see now on the screen, and sorry for that little bit of a couple of seconds, I thought I was going to say something else, but never mind that. As you see on screen, though, we have what I predict could be these Pokemon, the 6 Pokemon team Ash could use in his first title defense match at the end of the 2nd annual Pokemon Alola League competition, being Pikachu, Gengar, Dragonite, Incineroar, Dusk Form Lycanroc, and Melmetal. And now, as you see on screen, I got 2 honorable mentions. I do think, based on knowing Riolu will evolve before the Eternatus events in the anime, we know Ash is going to get a Lucario at some point. I think it would be a nice little tie-in, and this is just an honorable mention, if Dragonite or Gengar don't make it or whatnot, he's got to have a replacement for Naganadel. So Lucario could be a good substitute for that. Just based on the fact that Kukui has a Lucario and in Incineroar, it could be a little throwback to the actual Alola League champion having 2 of Kukui's Pokemon. Plus, Riolu is being set up to be the powerhouse of the series, kind of like Charizard, kind of like Greninja. And I guess Charizard could come back, but we haven't seen Charizard since Unova. I didn't put him right here, but I guess I will mention Charizard is a major powerhouse for Ash. It could very well be Charizard coming back. But he already has Incineroar, which is why I feel like he would be like the bottom of the honorable mentions, despite it being Almighty Charizard. But based on how Lucario is being set up to be, I think Lucario would be a great choice. But 2 Steel types, I kind of see against it, I feel like. And last up we have Tapu Koko. Kind of a weird choice, I understand, but get this though. Tapu Koko came to help out Kukui. because it wanted to battle underneath Kukui to go against Ash one final time. At this point, I don't think Ash actually won or lost any matches, but Tapu Koko and then battled like 3 times. So that match in the Alola League, Ash versus Tapu Koko, was the final battle against them. And I feel like just as Tapu Koko probably did a number on Ash, I feel like Ash did a number on Tapu Koko, to the fact that Tapu Koko has got to show up for this and probably ask to be used by Ash. They could team up. This would make, with electric terrain active, this would make Pikachu even stronger. Now, would Momel lose? Maybe, since Tobias did lose a Pokemon against Ash. 2 to be exact. But I think with how the anime has stopped all the time doing a 1-0 victory or a 1-0 loss, Ash could probably easily win 2-0 with his final 2 Pokemon being Tapu Koko and Pikachu. So, there you have it. That is my thought process on what Ash could have in his Team of 6 for his very first title defense match. If that even happens, I know that I've been saying it's going to happen, and I really do feel like it's going to happen. Since you did kind of hear, as for the next Annual League by Kukui near the end of the other, oh, maybe that was the Guzman introduction episode. Scratch what I just said. I do feel like they're going to oh God almighty, I can't talk, I'm sorry. They're going to have a title match for champion. It's going to be Ash versus whoever wins the second Annual League. So, that's my team I'm thinking of. Pikachu, Gengar, Dragonite, Incineroar, Duskform, Lycanroc, and Melmetal. Leave in the comment section down below what you think his 6 Pokemon are going to be. And don't forget to subscribe if you like the stuff, like the video if you like the video. And feel free to show some love to your other content creators out there, not just the ones that battle. I know Trayman 1 just hit 5,000 subs. Congratulations to him. Go check out his stuff. Infamous Trainer, the Pokéraf. A lot of really good content creators out there. I know I'm a very small YouTuber myself, but I like being able to do this stuff. I like being able to provide my own theories, so hopefully I can bring more stuff to you guys that's Pokemon anime related, and hopefully we get a really good episode. I know the title or the summary just dropped of the I'm Back Alola episode, and apparently we're going to get Kiawe versus Go. It's going to be interesting, but I hope we get to see his other Pokemon. Maybe with a 6th team slot still open, he brings someone back in the credits of the opening for Japan's Pokemon anime. You do see Lycanroc Duskform, so hopefully we see something like that pretty soon. It's going to be great. In no shape, way, or form is this a guaranteed thing. We might not even get a title defense, but I really feel like as champion, he has some kind of duties. And that would be great if that happens. I wasn't thinking this video was going to go on for this long, but it did. So, hopefully you guys like it. Like, comment, and subscribe again. I'm not going to hop on too much. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.